Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am.
Nino Brown Boxing, and I'm back in the building. Shout out to the LDBC. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. So, I was scrolling through my list of subscribers this morning, trying to get ready, start my day, and trying to find some good boxing videos to watch. It wasn't like a variety of channels, but my boy G5 Jeff TV definitely released a few videos this morning. Shout out to him. And he talked about what's next for Danny Garcia. And I was thinking about it. I was like, damn, I haven't did that video yet. And that's the type of video that I'll normally do. So let's talk about it. Now, we all saw the fight. Me personally, going in the fight, I was rooting for Sean Porter. The guy that I wanted to win, he got the nod. Great. Now, we all know what we want next of Sean Porter, but at this point, what's next for Danny Garcia? Now, what I think will happen versus what I want to happen is completely different. And what I think will happen, I think after this loss, Danny Garcia is going to take significant amount of time off, and we won't see him for about 8 or 9 months. Now, what should happen, Danny Garcia, he should come right back. He fought in September. Honestly, I feel like he should try to get a fight in December. He should try to get a fight in December. Now, politics aside, I think his ideal opponent would be Kell Brook. Some people may say, oh, that's ridiculous. Kell Brook is too tough of a fight for him, this, and that. And I was like, man, if this was about 2.5 years ago, I would absolutely agree under these circumstances for Danny Garcia. But we're talking about a beaten and battered Kell Brook. We're talking about a Kell Brook that lost back-to-back. Triple G, Errol Spence, orbital bones broken. And then the Kell Brook that has this false sense of confidence floating around in his head off of his win at 154, but now he's seeming to come back down. And that's why I said politics aside. We all know that Kell Brook is with Eddie Hearn. I get it. But I look at it like, man, anything is possible. Danny Garcia, he was looking like he was willing to go over to Eddie Hearn and fight anyway. He doesn't necessarily have to sign with him, but he can make the fight happen. Like, at this point, he's not fighting for a championship. He's not taking any belts over there, so me personally, I can care less. Now, the reason I believe Danny Garcia has a chance against Kell Brook, because Kell Brook has quit in him. And Danny Garcia, to me, he doesn't necessarily have quit in him yet, but I feel that he's doubting himself. If you got to think about it, the welterweights that Danny Garcia fought, all of those guys would lose to the top welterweights anyway. So in my opinion, Danny Garcia is not a proven welterweight. He fought Brandon Rios, Robert Guerrero, and I'm trying to remember if he fought Paulie Malignaggi. I can't remember. I may be wrong, but those may be the 3 guys outside of Sean Porter and Keith Thurman. Now, some people may say, oh, he won the fight against Sean Porter. Me personally, I don't see it. I saw it as 7 rounds to 5 minimum. Like, it could have been more than that. A lot of people may have not been accounting for the body work. Yes, Danny Garcia definitely had the more accurate, clear punches that you can definitely see. But you have to think about it. Danny Garcia, he was mainly countering the whole entire night. And with him countering, Sean Porter was getting a lot of body shots in, 4 and 5 body shots in between one punch from Danny Garcia. So, but all of that aside, I'm talking about what's next for Garcia. I think Kell Brook will be a good opponent. I think people will underestimate Danny Garcia going into this fight. I think Eddie Hearn will be delusional and he'll overhype Kell Brook. And if Eddie Hearn can't give Kell Brook the Amir Khan fight, I feel like this is the next best thing. Especially with Danny Garcia coming off of a loss, it will be an opportunity for it'll be an opportunity to get a caliber fighter like Danny Garcia in the ring with Kell Brook. Now, how do I think that fight will play out? If Danny Garcia has not, been mentally broken by this loss, I think he'll be able to bring the fight to Kell Brook. Now, if this was the old Kell Brook, I wouldn't give Danny Garcia a chance. But this is the Kell Brook that has quit. This is the Kell Brook that has doubt in his heart. This is the Kell Brook that has gone all the way up to 160, then back to 47, then back to 54, and now trying to go back to 47 again. The Kell Brook that has put his body through a lot of changes. So this possibly happening will be definitely a good opportunity for Danny Garcia to get a good welterweight win on his resume. Now, the only flaw that comes with getting a victory over Kell Brook is Errol Spence did it first. When it comes to the welterweights, Kell Brook was undefeated at welterweight. Now, the only thing about that Kell Brook smoke, you may be able to overcome that fire, but the next expectation is, okay, Errol Spence got a voluntary now. Let's say he beats Sean Porter. Does Danny Garcia hop in that fire? I seriously doubt it. Me personally, I feel like Danny Garcia is slowly transitioning. And some people may say it's premature, and I'm not saying that it started. This is just what I'm saying. If I had the ability to see the future, this is what I can see. Danny Garcia is slowly transitioning into that 140-pounder that could not cut it at 147. To me, similar to Adrian Broner. And that was my next opponent on the list for Danny Garcia. He needs to fight Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner will basically tell us the full story. Like I said, fighting Robert Guerrero, Brandon Rios at 147, getting those victories. Come on, man. Like that does not solidify you as a top tier welterweight. Danny Garcia hasn't knocked anyone off. Like I'm unsure if Danny Garcia could have beat Chris Algieri. I mean, even though Chris Algieri isn't the heaviest puncher, he got some great movement. He's tall. He had long range. I don't think Chris Algieri is fighting now. I think he's like retired and he's doing his nutrition and stuff. Shout out to Chris Algieri. But the only way Danny Garcia can actually make a comeback is he starts taking off the key names on guys' resumes. And that's like if he fought Luis Collazo, and if he dominates Luis Collazo, someone that hurt Thurman, and then he goes and fight Chris Algieri, but Chris Algieri's retired. Now, another fight that would give Danny Garcia a good opportunity, giving Lamont Peterson a rematch. But we all know that's something he does not want to do. See, Lamont Peterson had enough heart to get in the ring with Errol Spence, and I seriously doubt, and I think I know for a fact that Danny Garcia wants no parts of Errol Spence. But we'll see how everything goes, man. That's just my take on it. We'll see what actually plays out. This Nino Brown Boxing. Shout out to the LDBC. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe.